I don't believe in dating anybody to marry them. Don't date anybody you want to marry.
I don't believe in dating. Like, who has time to start a date? Who? Hey guys, how are you all doing? Thank you so much for clicking on that video. My name is Blessing Njoh, and on this channel I talk about trending topics, and every now and then I bring people of interest here to talk about their life and everything that is going on around them. So in today's video, I want to briefly respond to Nwoko's interview with BBC. The interview kind of like resurfaced recently, and it has really been causing some commotion online, especially with regards to what he said about the possibility of him getting another wife after Regina Daniels. In case you guys are wondering who Regina Daniels is, she is a top Nollywood actress, a Nigerian actress, a very young woman. She should be 20 now, but at the time she got married to Ned, she was about 19. She got married actually a year ago, and they have a beautiful baby boy together now. And Ned Nwoko, on the other hand, is about 60, 65, if I'm not mistaken, meaning he's about 3 times her age. And that has also been an issue of discussion for such a long time. But now this interview has now kind of like reopened the discussion table. So I want to respond quickly to his interview, and I want to hear from you guys what you think or what you make of everything that he said.
Regina, our marriage is solid. Our marriage is based on understanding and respect over time. I met her and I liked her. We married within 3 weeks.
How do you get married to someone within 3 weeks of meeting them? Look, I am a believer of anything and everything is possible, but I'm looking at the whole story, the whole package, the fact that he is much older, way older than Regina, about 3 times her age. He met her, he liked her, he married her within 3 weeks. And also owing to the fact that he already has 5 wives before Regina, he already has numerous children before Regina, and Regina being a teenager. So all those things combined make me feel a little cringed. The only thing that I see now that is working in his favor is the fact that he is a wealthy man. He's a billionaire, and absolutely this guy is an intelligent personality. You can tell that he knows what he's talking about, he knows what he's doing, he knows what he wants. But if you have to count all the things that could have worked against him getting married to Regina, a teenager at the time, within a matter of 3 weeks, then you'd be wondering how it actually worked, how he was able to really get her to that point of saying yes to his proposal. Personally, like, you might not agree with me, but I believe that his wealth helps him. Like, his wealth plays a role. Imagine an average man seeing a pretty young girl walking up to her and proposing to her. How easy do you think it's going to be for him to get her to marry him within a few weeks? And I'm not saying that all of them married him because of money, because a lot of people are quick to jump to that conclusion that, oh, they are gold diggers, oh, they married him because of his money. But I believe that money played a role in their decision-making process.
I don't believe in dating anybody to marry them. Don't date anybody you want to marry. Marry them. When you marry them, you begin to fall in love from within the marriage.
When money is talking, when wealth, when you have money, you have money. I don't believe in dating. Like, who has time to start a date? Who? Talk about being romantic. Like, he's really old school, and I really don't blame him for this. I know a lot of people have really said a lot of things online against him, about him. I'm not really in support of all those backlash that he received. I mean, he's just being very honest here, just saying exactly who he is. Like, take it or leave it. If you like me, fine. If you don't like me, but this is who I am. I really don't have time to be dating, and I don't believe in having to date someone for a long time. I mean, this man is married to 6 women. Imagine he has had to date each and every one of them for a year or 2 years. That would have been 12 years. Who has that time when you have billions in your account?
You know, even in my own culture, as it were, as a kid in the 60s, people, they were not dating. They would marry. In arranged marriages, family to family, they choose a wife. And then most girls were expected to be virgins when they get married.
Okay, so this man, he's not only an old man, he's also very old school, like very, very old fashioned. Like he's talking about in the 60s and in his forefathers' time. Yes, we know that there were lots of cases where people arranged for their daughters to marry other people. This is 2020. Yes, it was so in those days, and he's still kind of like practicing how it was, that you really don't have to be in love with someone before you really go into marriage with them. And this is him actually indirectly telling us that, look, I wasn't in love with Regina, and possibly she also wasn't in love with me. And that totally contradicts what Regina Daniels' mom came out to say in an interview also, I believe, with BBC, where she said, Regina told me that she was in love, and these two people are in love with each other. So who am I as a mother to say no? So I just have to give her my consent and my blessing. But from what this man is saying, there was no love. Like, we just got into it. I know I like you. I went for you. You said yes. We get married. We get to know each other in the marriage, and then the love starts to grow.
So whether I marry another wife or not, she knows it can happen.
She knows it can happen. That is a hint. Like, girl, you know it can happen. So this is this man, like, he just got married a year ago to her, and he's already talking about the possibility and comfortably and conveniently saying that she knows it can happen.
I come from a very polygamous environment myself. I love children, so I want more children. And she knows this, and my other wives, they also know it. So we'll see what happens in the future.
That you come from a polygamous background doesn't mean you have to be polygamous. You are polygamous because you choose to be polygamous. So don't use your background as some kind of an excuse, because I'm not really buying that. And to even come to think of the fact that, okay, I love children and I want more children. Like, he already has, I don't know, like 20 children. I might be wrong. I don't know how many children he has, but he already has a lot, and he still wants many more. And Regina cannot give him endless amount of children, just like his previous wives have not been able to give him uncountable amount of children. Someone has to give him those children. So definitely there is going to be another wife, a seventh wife. That is my personal feeling, and I might be totally wrong about it, but it is also a little, I don't know, a lot of people have come out to say that this is disrespectful towards Regina, but personally I feel like this man is just honest. He's just being real. Like, what would it profit you and me for this man to come sit down with BBC and lie to us and tell us all the sweet things we want to hear, and then tomorrow he's doing the total opposite of the things that he said? I wouldn't appreciate that. That would be really awful, but he didn't do that. He's really a man of integrity. Like, he sat there comfortably and conveniently telling us exactly the way it is. I really have a lot of respect for people like this. People who can just, against all odds, like, despite what the world is going to think or say, I am who I am. This is me. This is my life. This is how I have chosen my own path. If you're not comfortable with it, you do you. Let me do me. As long as I'm not hurting anybody, I didn't force anybody to get married to me. Yeah, my wealth might have helped one way or the other, but it is what it is. We are all happy in this situation. We all accepted to be in this situation.
Before the advent of Christianity, our tradition Igbo tradition allow for many wives and children, of course. That determines the size of the wealth you have, isn't it, in those days? So you see an average Northerner marrying 2, 3, 4. They're helping the women. They're helping the society. You, as an Igbo man, in one wife, and maybe you have 4 children, onye ugwu nwere 4 wives. Each wife nwere 5 children. That's how many? 25 children. In the next 10 years, 20 years, you can look at the population. Just imagine the population of Onyugu, Ndiogu, and Ndibo, what it will be in the next 20 years. The population will be like 1 to 5, isn't it? Because of this disparity. Assuming that we are the same now. I'm just saying, but we are not. The gap is getting bigger and bigger. And Igbos will never catch up.
What the heck is he talking about? He's talking about... Oh my God, this is actually laughable. He's encouraging polygamy because the population of the Easterners, Igbo people, would not be as much as... Because when you're polygamous, then you have more children, and then... Oh my God, okay, this man actually studied abroad. He studied in the UK. Okay, you guys, let me know what you think of all of this in the comment section down below. Let me know if you also believe that he disrespected Regina by doing this interview and saying the things that he said, or you also agree with me in the sense that he was honest and that was a good thing, an honorable thing to do. Last but not least, I would like to ask you to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you'd like to see many more videos from me on trending topics and entertainment, all you have to do is to subscribe to my channel and also hit the notification bell so that you do not miss anything, and I'll catch you on my next one.